What's happening, fight fans? Welcome back to the MMA Mindset Wolkernite Fight Championship 6, November the 2nd, Grantham Mears Leisure Centre. Brilliant card, much more talent to announce as well on the card. So, yeah, don't think the card's done because it's certainly not. We've got loads more exciting fight ups, matchups to announce. Make sure you get your tickets, links in the description. You can get tickets, 3 different tiers as well. So, any affordability, cage side, you can get seated and then you get up on the tops as well. So, yeah, just make sure you go get ahead to the link in the description and get on those tickets. But yeah, I'm joined by the reigning, defending, undisputed Vulcanite champion. I'm joined by Rhys Lawrence. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me once again.
Yeah, not a problem, bro. Obviously we've got the belt now as well. How does that feel? Because Luke said you didn't come to a gym without it for like 5 days. So how was it having the belt?
Oh yeah, it was amazing. Luke was right in that I didn't take it off for a while. I slept with it the night. But yeah, because it just meant so much to me. You know how hard I worked for it. So obviously winning it was just so amazing. So yeah, I did have to show it off and brag a little bit.
Yeah, and to get that belt as well, it was a super hard fight against Archie French. That must have made it better that you really had to work and get that and earn that belt.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wouldn't have liked to get the belt against not so great of an opponent. So I'm happy I faced and beat an opponent like Archie, who was good grappling. And yes, yeah, it was a very hard fight. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you expect to be defending the title as soon as this in the very next event?
Me personally, yeah. Because I knew I wanted to get straight back into it. I don't like being too inactive. So yeah, I was definitely expecting to defend it as soon as possible.
Yeah. And not just a belt on the night, but a very good night for your team all around. Was the atmosphere in the gym just electric after that, like the next day of training?
Oh, 100%. It was such a good day for the gym. We work so hard. Like me myself, I work really hard. Luke Webster, he works just as hard. Like Millie works super hard. So us in the gym, I felt like we deserved that day because how much work we put in this gym, and obviously everyone else supporting our atmosphere is just amazing.
Yeah, and what I like about you there at Resurrection is you've got such a close knit, like quite like a small group of people who you're all just there for each other. I look at other gyms that I see when I'm traveling to other events, and they've got 10, 15, 25 fighters, and there's no way that you can all possibly be getting the same amount of attention when you're fighting on the same card. So no, it was great to see you guys all your hard work paying off and all coming out with wins. How do you feel about the Konstantin Dikov's matchup? Because we've seen him a few events ago, and he did look really good.
Yeah, so I've seen a few of his fights, and I know he's quite good everywhere. I've seen he had a K1 fight on Wolkernite. He done really well in that. And I know in his MMA matchups as well, he's quite good with his wrestling and his grappling. So I'm happy I'm getting a good opponent at him, but I feel like my grappling is better. Yeah, I feel like I can go in with the same sort of game plan. My wrestling, strong grappling, and I feel like that's how I can win.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a difficult thing for any of your opponents to face. Is kind of that heavy top pressure. Is that something that you've been leveling up, and you're thinking of you're going to be leveling up leading into November the 2nd?
Yeah, it's kind of just going to be same as usual. Same coming into every fight. My grappling is going to be my number one thing, but I can also strike as well. I'm confident in my striking. So if the grappling isn't quite there, I'm happy to stand and bang on the feet a bit. But yeah, I'm confident in my grappling, and that's what I'm training most of the week.
Yeah. And how much more are we going to see of you in the youth MMA aspect of things? How much longer do you think you've got left at the youth level?
I'm not too sure because I'm kind of just fighting at the moment. But I think soon I'll look to move up in the amateur A class into the adult scene.
Yeah, because I think moving into the adult scene and probably lend itself to your abilities quite well because once you can start landing strikes to the head on the floor, that's going to open up those opportunities for submissions a little bit more, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, definitely. Because when you got the body shots on the ground, it's quite easy to cover up and cover your neck because you're not taking too much damage. But then once you start adding the headshots on the ground, you can start taking a lot more damage. So you got to move a lot more, and you can't just sit there and block.
Yeah, and how are you? How do you think this fight's going to go on November the 2nd? Because it's like I said, like with the Archie fight, it's a really well matched up fight.
Yeah, I feel like it's just going to be same as the Archie fight, but I'm definitely going to look to try get a sub this time because I know my grappling's good and I know I can dominate, but I'm definitely going to try look for that submission this time around.
Yeah, well, I mean, you looked for the submission last time. It's just Archie's a freak, and for some reason,
Yeah.
just held in there. Were you surprised? I know you're not surprised at how tough Archie was, but you surprised that the finish didn't come last time.
Yeah, it was really, I was really hoping for it to come because I was putting everything into it. Because when I had him in the triangle, I knew I won the fight, so I was kind of just putting everything into it. But yeah, it was really, like, really shocking that he didn't tap from that, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. And do you think this will be the last time this year that we see you? Because obviously Christmas around the corner and all that. So do you think you'll have another one before the end of the year, or do you think you'll just prepare for the next year?
I mean, I'd fight the week after if I could. So if events pop up and I'm free, I'm gonna fight as soon as I can.
Yeah, and do you do? I'm not entirely sure. Do you do a lot of like grappling tournaments on the side, or do you just kind of stick to MMA?
I try to do as many grappling competitions as possible. Some of them just with money a bit are just a little bit expensive. So I try and do as many as I can. But if not, I'm just staying active in the gym like normal.
Yeah, and have you got a prediction for the fight night? Any sort of submission that you'd like to get? What would be your preferred submission to maybe get on the night if you could get the finish?
I feel like I'm either gonna get a rear naked choke or a triangle because I know I like hunting for the back a lot, but I know when everyone's in my guard, I'm set up them triangles really well. But I'm just gonna definitely try look for a submission, but still keeping that strong heavy grappling there.
Yeah, well, you need to get the triangle. I think after how close that one against Archie was, and how do you think the reaction's been to this fight when it got announced? Because I think a lot of people are excited and think it's a great fight. A lot of people on the card are really excited about this fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because obviously we're two really good lads. Got a bit of experience, similar experience, and obviously I've got the good grappling side. He's got his good striking, also grappling. So we fit really well together in this matchup. So I think it's going to be a really good fight.
Yeah, I agree, mate. It's going to be phenomenal, and I'm really excited to see it. One of the more exciting matchups that I'm looking forward to. But no, Rhys, thank you very much for coming on again, mate. Obviously, I think this is like fourth or fifth time you've been on my channel now, so yeah, keep it coming. But yeah, just very really appreciative that you've come on today, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it as always.
Yeah, not a problem. Make sure you tune into this fight livemma.co.uk. It's gonna be on their massive platform. So yeah, make sure you tune in because the talent we've got on display is second to none. And yeah, it'll be a great night of fights. But yeah, all the best for the rest of your training camp, Rhys. And yeah, I will see you on November the 2nd.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
Magic, nice one, Rhys. Thank you very much, buddy. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers, mate.
Nice
In a
one.
bit.